Hi, I'm going to talk about getting a job at USAA. Currently, I live in San Antonio. I'm a veteran and I have my MBA and I got my undergraduate in economics. I've applied to about 25 to 30 jobs at USAA and I've been referred for one of them. They send you an assessment, you take the assessment, and then I waited about a week. I tried to contact them. They try to pass you through to their HR, which you never get passed through to HR. You'll finally come to a spot where it says type in the extension of the person that you're wanting to reach, and that's as far as you can go. You'll never talk to somebody in HR. So whenever I applied and then I did the assessment, like I said, I waited about a week. I tried to contact them. After about 2 weeks, I actually contacted the hiring or the recruiter um, at USA, and that was via LinkedIn. And he got back to me in a couple of days and said that the the division was doing restructuring and what else? They're restructuring the division, and the position was probably going to get canceled. And then I got an email that very same day that said, "Thank you for applying. We regret to inform you there was a lot of candidates. We ended up going with somebody else." And so that's fine, but there's other elements to getting a job at USA. And you go to these hiring events, they're all about veterans and stuff like that. So I go to the veterans job fair whenever they're there, and I'll talk to them, and they'll hand you a sheet of paper, and it has a few jobs that they have here in San Antonio. You say, "Oh wow, well I've already applied to a few of those jobs here in San Antonio," and then they basically got nothing at that point. Once you tell them that you've applied, because everybody else that goes through there and hasn't been to one of these hiring events or veteran job fairs, they'll be all excited to talk to USA, and they'll get up there, and basically USA's storyline is, "Oh well, here's the list of jobs we have, and is all you got to do is go online and apply." And oh well, can I give you my resume? Oh no, we're a paperless company. We're a paperless company. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. And so basically, I just I just want to put this out there so that people in San Antonio know that USA is all about hiring veterans, and basically, basically here in San Antonio, there's a large pool of veterans uh, that that are looking for jobs, basically. So whenever they say that they're hiring veterans, or they hire so many veterans and they pride themselves on veterans and this, that, and the other, you kind of got to ask yourself, if the labor pool in which you operate is, you know, a significant amount of people are veterans, doesn't that mean that you're probably going to hire, somewhat a good amount of veterans anyways, because that's the labor pool that you have to choose from? So, with that being said, I don't think that USA goes out of their way just to hire veterans. I mean, I could be wrong, or maybe, having an MBA or an undergraduate in economics or running my own business or something like that. Maybe they don't like that kind of stuff. Maybe they're looking for call center people to hire as far as veterans, but they're not looking for educated people that are ready to, you know, dive into a position and learn it and do a good job and hopefully move up within the company. Um, I can assure you of that. So if you're educated, you're a veteran. Um, I I don't know what else to say. I'd say maybe check into a different company, because I know there's a lot of media coverage as far as the news, and USA hiring so many veterans each year, and this and that. But my experience so far is that I've just gotten the runaround with them, and whether it be through the recruiter, whether it be through visiting these job fairs or veteran job fairs. What else? Well, I think that's all I got. So I guess the question that I'm asking you to ask yourself is, do they really hire a lot of veterans, or is just that their labor pool that they have to choose from? Maybe there's a lot of veterans around San Antonio, and that's the reason why they hire veterans, is because for one, they're highly qualified. For two, they got a lot of experience. And for three, over a 15, 20-year career, they've gotten their bachelor's degree, they've gotten their master's degree, they've gotten all these degrees. So it's just one thing to keep in mind. Don't just listen to the news and listen to the paper and stuff like that, all social media. Whenever they say USA hires all these veterans, I'd like to know, where they're getting these veterans from, or what's the percentage of veterans that they hire versus the people that live in this city. Like the population of veterans versus the population of non-veterans. Is it like 1 for 1, or according to the population, of course. If the city consists of 20% veterans, what does USA hire over 20% of their labor pool to choose from? Because since I've been applying there for roughly about a year and a half now, I've come up with nothing. And could just be me. Could maybe they don't like somebody that's educated. Maybe they don't like somebody that runs their own business. Maybe you know there's a lot of different elements there. But that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video, and try to ask yourself the question. Do they really go out of their way to hire veterans?